So let's talk about a really big question today. Could one single, super common vitamin actually be a major key to your hair health, especially once you're over 50?
I mean, let's just get right to it. If you're over 50 and you're noticing changes with your hair, you are so not alone. It's a huge concern for so many people. But what if a really important piece of the puzzle has been hiding right under our noses this whole time?
Well, today we're focusing on a pretty unlikely hero, something you've probably heard about a million times, just not like this. Could a vitamin you see everywhere actually be the powerful answer you've been searching for?
To really get what's going on here, we have to completely rethink the role of vitamin D3. Because, according to the experts, it is so much more than just a simple vitamin.
Okay, now this is the big aha moment. Trichologist William Gonitz says we need to stop thinking about vitamin D3 as a vitamin and start thinking of it as a hormone. A hormone that's job is to help your liver process other hormones way more efficiently. You see how that one little shift in thinking changes everything?
So, that, of course, brings us to the Hormone Balancing Act. How does vitamin D3, in its role as a hormone regulator, actually influence the two biggest names in the hair loss game, DHT and testosterone?
And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. When your vitamin D levels are too low, your whole system can kind of get thrown out of whack. That can lead to higher levels of DHT, the hormone that shrinks hair follicles, and lower testosterone. But when you get your vitamin D to an optimal level, it helps your body bring those hormones back into a much healthier balance.
All right, so that's the why it works. But what about the how? How do you actually do something about it? Well, let's look at a really concrete 6-month action plan. Now, this is an expert's recommendation, and it's specifically for people who are probably deficient and are brand new to taking vitamin D. The plan itself is really straightforward. You start by taking 5,000 international units of vitamin D3 every single day. You gotta stick with it though. Continue this for 6 months straight. The whole point is to gradually build your body's levels back up to what you'd call a healthy, neutral place.
But neutral isn't just some vague idea, right? This whole plan has a very specific, measurable goal. There is an actual number you can look for on a blood test that tells you, yep, you've hit that sweet spot for hormonal balance.
And here it is. The number to remember is 60. 60 nanograms per milliliter. According to the experts, that's the target blood level you're aiming for. It's a clear, simple benchmark that you and your doctor can easily track.
Okay, listen up, because this next part is maybe the most important thing to hear. There is a huge catch here. This 6-month plan is only for people who know for a fact that they are deficient in vitamin D. This is absolutely not a one-size-fits-all thing. So let's be crystal clear. You should totally ignore this advice if you're already taking vitamin D3, or if you've had a blood test and your levels are already at that 60 mark or even higher. This isn't about more is better. It is strictly about fixing a deficiency. That's it.
And just to really hammer this home, here's the direct quote from the trichologist who came up with this plan, William Gonitz. You can see he says it himself. This is for people who have never taken it, and the goal is just to kind of get you up to probably a neutral level.
Which really brings us back to the big question for you to think about. If you've been trying to figure things out with your hair, it's worth asking, could your vitamin D level be that one missing piece of your personal hair health puzzle? It might just be worth looking into.